the two of you can share some of your kind of the IBM and the Medtronic strategy, and more than that, maybe if you can talk a little bit about the role that you see for Mindup in this kind of bigger strategy.
Sure. So if you go back a bit in time to 1969, and you can see the pictures of people high-fiving when Neil Armstrong stepped on the moon for the first time. Most of those people high-fiving are IBMers, because the mission of IBM in the 1960s was to put a man on the moon. Ginny Rometty, our CEO, has said the modern-day version of putting a man on the moon is the role that IBM sees itself playing in the world of healthcare. And what has led us into that space is our Watson platform and IBM's advances in cognitive computing in particular, which is what Watson is based on. We invested hundreds of millions of dollars creating Watson, and the first place we applied it was in the world of oncology. And Watson's unique ability is to take massive amounts of data, do a form of evidence-based analytics that comes very close to human reasoning. And the first place we applied that was together with the leaders in Sloan Kettering, creating an engine to determine the precise symptoms of types of cancer and then match people quickly to the perfect treatment plan for the type of cancer they're challenged by. That was our leg in the door, a big leg in the door. Since that time, we've invested billions of dollars in the healthcare space, acquiring companies that hold a lot of the world's healthcare data, because the key to much of the application of analytics that pharmaceutical companies and hospitals like Rambam and others want to apply is access to massive amounts of data with the appropriate analytical tools to use. So how does that bring us to Mindup? So we've had great experience over the last couple of years with Dror Pearl's leadership from my team in building our Alpha Zone Accelerator. So we've connected very aggressively to startups here in Israel, and in particular in the healthcare space. And we've now tried to bridge that startup community into the world of cognitive computing with our Watson platform. And Mindup is a perfect environment to expand that further, specifically into the world of healthcare, bridging the ability of young startups to work on platforms like our Watson platform and advance their capabilities. And then once they've developed solutions, one of the biggest problems for startups, they say that more startups die over the Atlantic Ocean than any other place in the world. And the reason is that there really is no market for startups in Israel. So their next step, once they've created technologies, is to advance those technologies into other parts of the world, into bigger markets, the United States, China, and other places. And IBM will be a perfect company, together with Medtronic, to help these startups bridge into the larger markets of the world.
So maybe, Paul, before I